Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. I just gave the large ember over to Andre the Giant over here, and we're going to be able to upgrade our short bow from plus 10 to plus 11, and then further increase the effectiveness of this weapon using the titanite chunks that we have been scouring throughout our time in the world. We're going to need 5 more.
Oi, where are you off to?
In order to finish that off, which shouldn't be too bad. I did take some time to gather some more arrows. Maybe you guys saw that in the last video. I don't really remember. The point is that we're kind of wrapping up a lot of the things to do before the final bosses. There is some other stuff I wanted to do really quick, though. This one is closer. So I'm thinking that on the Four Kings fight, we may need to implore a little bit of, I don't want to say trickery. What I do want to say is it's going to be hard, and I might just have to poise it. Which means that we need to get some armor that has some pretty good defenses. If you want some of the best armor in the game, you can't go wrong with Havel's, in my humble opinion. And you can pick that up right over... Actually, I don't really remember exactly where it is. Is it the bottom floor? That guy. No, not that guy. I don't even remember if the Silver Knights stay in this side of Anor Londo if we get rid of the, if we get rid of the sun. Oh, yeah, they sure do. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be rather difficult. Because as you can see, they have shields. Can I jump over this? Doesn't appear so. But I could jump over that if I aim it right. Oh, I hit my head. Hey, thank you for being really slow and not just coming straight at me to kill me. Really appreciate that. What? Oh, that's bullshit and you know it. That's bullshit and you know it. Oh, I'm even higher than I started. Well, that sucks. Wait, I think I can take this down to the first floor now. Yeah, okay. Now we just have to worry about that guy, who I'm just going to completely avoid, because he has a shield. Alright, so there's a secret door there. I don't think he's coming in, I think he's stopped. He's moving around a lot. He's breaking some stuff, like he's real mad about it. But, in here, you could find the Havel's set. Obviously, we're not going to use any of those items that we just picked up. One was a giant shield, one is a mace, but the rest of the gear we might be using. Now, an issue that we may have is our equipment load is nowhere near what we would actually need to be able to move reasonably in that set. But we may have a solution. We never cleared the other side of the forest, which there is a decent amount of stuff over here. We just never did it. But we can make our way over there and acquire a ring that allows us to move in a bit heavier gear. I know we have the Ninja Flip ring, and I do think I'm going to be using that the most. But we'll see. By the way, a lot of people keep, like, insinuating that I don't understand that you can keep an arrow drawn back. I know you can keep an arrow drawn back. I'm aware of that. Who doesn't know that? Of course I know that. Calm down. You guys in the comments are fucking ruthless sometimes. Jeez, relax. It's a video for your enjoyment. Enjoy it. Jeez. Alright, I just had to get that out. Sometimes I fire multiple arrows at someone to get them to like do spins, or I'm trying to land a shot before they put their shields up. I know I'm wasting arrows, but these things are like fucking pennies. Pennies to replace. They're no big deal. At least these standard arrows that I'm using. Okay, so there is a bow up on this ledge above me that I messed up the drop for, so you can get that if you want to. There's also a bonfire down that way, that way, that has a black knight protecting it, which sounds like a pain in the ass and I don't want to do anything with. But over here, this is where the real fun is. Let's see if I remember how to do this. We need to gather these guys up, right? Well, I was almost right. Hello, little crystal golems. Oh, see, I only thought there was 3 of these. I didn't realize there was 4. Yeah, that's 1 down. Two down. Oh, we hit him pretty hard, actually. Oh, we can just finish him off. There we go. Now, you may be asking yourself, rightfully so, what was it that was dealing all of that damage there? Great question, you inquisitive mind, you. What was dealing that damage? Oh! It's this giant Hydra! Yeah. Now, this Hydra can be pretty devastatingly strong if you don't know what to do. We need to get close enough to cause that attack to happen over and over, rather than the ranged attack, which is actually a lot more deadly. You can use a melee weapon to do this. You don't have to use a bow by any means. In fact, it might be easier with a melee weapon. But with a bow, I can shoot off each of the heads. So, like, when they lunge out in front of me like that, we can take a couple pot shots and hopefully strike down the head of the Hydra. That is loud. It's a loud area. You could also just focus the body here. If you didn't want to aim at the heads like this, you don't necessarily have to. You could just aim at the body and you'd be fine. It can be a little tricky here because half the bosses, one of the heads kind of clips into the wall on the right, and figuring out how to deal with that can be fun. Oh, he did? Oh, he's dead. Okay. Alright, the next thing you need to know is that there's a path over here on the left. You can kind of see the line where the water touches, right? Or where the land extends out. There you go. Yeah, look, I'm doing it, team. I'm doing the trick. Look at me moving through water. So make sure you don't fall in the water. You need to stay on the land side. That is kind of deceptive. And back here is a cave where you could start doing the DLC a little bit later on. We haven't quite unlocked that yet. The golem isn't here. Be right back. Alright, I reloaded the game. The golem's here now. We just have to kill him. Make sure you're not spamming attacks too hard in here, otherwise you may fuck up the next part, and you'll hate yourself. You just dead? Not entirely, okay. One more. And this unlocks Dusk of Elysium. And you can talk to her and you can learn some stuff. She'll just kind of teleport away. And then you can summon her over on the other side of the water to talk to her again. Her sign isn't here. I am in human form, so I just have to leave the game again. And voila! So by doing that, that's basically step 1 into unlocking the DLC that we're going to do a little bit later. I don't know if I'll actually be able to kill Manus or Gwyn. I just want to be very clear about that. This series may just end with me claiming defeat. But you can buy some sorceries in here. It's pretty good stuff. The real reason we came out here was to fight the Rock. Havel. The Rock. Okay, I'm in the wrong menu entirely. So we're gonna bust out our poison arrows again and hope that he can be poisoned. Otherwise, this is gonna take a really long time. Now this guy, once again, just like the Hydra, can be killed at the beginning of the game without too much trouble if you know what you're doing. Usually circling around him and backstabbing him, or by parrying him. But I mean, he just he can't leave his room. So I'm just gonna poison him. And then after he's poisoned, I'm gonna laugh at him. Or I guess we can just play this game of walking away from his attacks. They're extremely predictable. And once you get used to the parry timers, you can parry him really, really easily. He's poisoned now, so I'm just gonna stand out here for a couple minutes. Like I said, he can't walk out of there, so we are completely safe here. The poison wore off. Let's just kill him. I mean, I was just kind of checking my email and stuff. If you guys wanted some behind-the-scenes action. Gotcha! I mean, that would have been easy. So that's Havel's Ring. What that does is increase your equipment load so you can wield heavier armor, carry around more weapons, whatever you need to do with the weight that you are capable of carrying. And this place should look pretty familiar because this is where we started the game at. Honestly, this to me is the reason why Dark Souls 1 is so amazing. The level design is just phenomenal. Are you kidding me about this arrow though? Okay, thank you. Like up there is where the dragon attacked us. Way down there is the lower Undead Berg, which leads to the hungering dragon thing. Fuck you. It's just all connected. We ran through the forest. The forest can be seen like all over the place. It's good shit. I'm gonna Homer Bone though. We're back in Andor-Londo. I almost called it Andor-Londo, which it's not. There's a lot of doors, but that's not its namesake. If you recall, we went back to the Undead Asylum, which is the prison that we started in order to pick up a particular item. Now, look at that. Now we're gonna use that item to venture into one of my favorite areas in the whole game. This place is just covered in lore, and I love it, just thematically. I think it's an amazing, amazing zone. Another option for armor that you can outpoise some enemies in is over in that left corner. We might grab it real quick. Why not? The black iron set. But now that we have the peculiar doll, we can simply touch this painting and enter into a new world. Wouldn't that be an amazing spot to end a video in? Just thematically, I think that'd be fantastic. Now, before you venture in here, there's some really important things you need to know. You cannot warp out of this zone. Once you come in here, you are stuck. So if you come in here with 0 humanity and you're not able to kindle the bonfire to get through, this can be a very, very, very intimidating area. In fact, a giant learning curve here, in my opinion. However, once you... Whoa! Oh, there's another player! Once you know what you're doing, you can make it through here no problem. Allow me to introduce you to the PallyTime jump of skipping things 101, where you jump to skip things. We just avoided about half of this zone by doing that simple maneuver there. Now, there is this is, in my opinion, the best XP farm in the game. If you have AoE skills or a weapon that can pierce through multiple targets. We, of course, do not. And, of course, what do these guys have? Fucking shields. And we can't one-shot them. So everything about that just says don't fucking farm this place. But there are some other things that we can do. We could kill those birds up there for some easy souls. Actually, they kind of have a lot of health. I take it back. We're just going to skip all this shit. And one of the ways that we're going to do that is by abusing a bug that has been in the game forever. It's, I'm actually amazed this was never fixed. So, in order to get through this place, normally you're basically required to get a key that's kind of locked away and difficult to find. You have to go through illusionary walls in order to get it in a pretty deadly area as well. Not easy to do. We're just gonna skip that. First of all, this boss can't hit you if you're over here, so he's not reacting at all. Normally, he could hit you with toxic damage, and it could be a bit of a pain, but as you can see, we're chilling. Nothing's going on here at all. We're relaxing. Just a few more and we're good. Probably can't be poisoned, I would assume. I assume not poison's not very effective here. Just because he can shoot out poison out of his mouth. But this is basically a dragon that tore himself in half in order to get over to you, or at least the corpse of a dragon that tore himself in half. Fire arrows. One of the easiest sources of dragon scales in the game. I believe we've gotten 2 of them in this run, which is useful if you join a particular covenant. In order to get by this, all you have to do is... Wait. Oh. Is this breaking the rules? Do I even have a weapon that can do this? Yeah, that'll work. Is it a jumping attack? Yeah, that's what it is. If that broke the rules, I'm not that sorry. I'm not that sorry at all, actually. But yeah, do a jumping attack on that guy, and he just lets you right through. I don't know why. But we cleared a zone that's actually pretty difficult and made it look easy as shit. Now this boss is totally optional. Don't feel required to do this at all. In fact, it's a really depressing story. But I'm not one to be bought over by depressing stories. I'm here to kill bosses. Now what you need to do is she will go invisible. And you need to look for the snow moving around you. So we know she's right in front of us. Now she's going to do a forward attack and we should have shot her in the ass. But we're bad at this game. So let's move to the other side. Oh, she's over there. She's right there.
I expected as much from thee. Why does thee hurry toward thine death?
I didn't realize that we could track her body with the arrows that we put in it. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, she will only come out of stealth if you're able to stagger her, which we just did there. And now kind of her strategy changes. But more or less, just stay away from her and you're going to have a pretty easy time. You're also able to cut off her tail if you wanted to get a pretty decent dagger. Which is kind of hard to do in general, much less when you're using projectiles, but maybe we'll get lucky. In all my time playing this game, I've never seen this attack, and she's used it several times, and I don't know what it does, so that's the main reason we're just rolling a lot right now. He had some ice breath thing. She just keeps doing it. That's weird. Oh, it hurts. Travels real slow. Let's see if we can get this tail. I kind of want to get the tail now. If I am going to get the tail, I need to stop doing as much damage as I am to her actual body. Oh no! I've also never seen her... Oh! Ouch! 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 I've never seen her re-enter stealth. Oh, there we go. Fascinating. This game never disappoints. I've learned something new every single playthrough I've ever done. Every single playthrough I've ever done, I've learned something in this game. And now we can leave. They do give you a homeward bone to get out of here with. As you can see, there's a pretty sizable number of painted guardians. I thought it'd be fun to try to kill them, though. And by fun, I mean I'm probably gonna die. Oh, I'm definitely gonna die. I don't remember what happens when you homeward bone. Does it take me up to the bonfire that I... Yeah, so this doesn't do me any good. There is a bonfire this way that we could definitely use. Oh, did I get rid of the statues by turning the sun off? I guess I did. It's kind of cool. Everyone asked me, Pally, why? Why did you kill that boss? First of all, it's just a boss. Chill. I kill every boss in this game. I know some of them are sad. I know that. But that one in particular gives such a large amount of souls for honestly not very much work at all. So, any day of the week, I'll do that. You come out here? Nope. Oh, let's try our fires. That's not much better. Alright, guess we're firing a lot of shots into this guy. One down. God, that just takes forever, though. There's gonna be one more in here, and as you may have expected, there's a way to cheese him, too. Actually, we could have cheesed both of these guys. Didn't have to fight either of them. Well, I guess we cheesed the first... So, I take it back. We cheesed both of them. But I'm just saying, there's easy ways to do both of these guys. Even if you're using a melee weapon, you are completely immune to damage if you just run over here. He can't fit through, and he'll just, like... try to get in here, and obviously he can't. He's having a hard time. Poor guy. Hey! Drop your helmet, I want it. No? Okay. That's fine. Oh, here's the bonfire. And... I think this might be where we end today's video. We'll go ahead and level up. You guessed it, more points into health so we don't die. Also, we're a few souls off, so we'll go ahead and use one of these. 3 levels up in 1 video at this point in the game is not that bad. Not that bad at all. Alright, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. In the next episode, we'll venture into the Duke's Archives. We need to count our humanities. Oh, okay, we're fine. Okay, yeah, I'll see you all then.